Guys, I just want to show you how day trading is an absolute scam. I see it all the time and I get it. I totally get it. Day trading sounds so attractive. You can literally just sit there, sit on your laptop, hit a trade, make passive income, don't drive to your work, don't work for a boss, you're independent. I get it. The idea of day trading sells, and that's why there's so many gurus here talking about day trading. And I want to later on show you some examples in the chart that already explain why day trading is nearly impossible to be profitable in the long term. And also, I want to mention here that even if you manage to become profitable in the long term, you are going to be glued to your screen. You have to watch charts all day long. You have to be highly alerted, highly sensitive all the time. So if we compare day trading to an active job, how is it even that much better? Instead of sitting in an office working for a boss, you're going to sit in your home in front of your laptop and working all day. So what is really the big difference? Because I don't even see how this is a passive income. And if we look here, these guys want to sell you dreams, guys. Like, if it is so easy to sit there and just day trade and make $1,000 a day or $10,000 a day or even $200 a day, if it is so easy, especially with a very small capital, because this is what they are trying to sell you, that with $5,000 you can make $1,000 a day continuously, and after 2 months you're gonna be a millionaire already. This is so incredibly unrealistic, and it is just selling you guys the dream of making money online. If we look at this setup, they want to sell you the dream of being independent. Screens in front of a nice big window, looking at the skyline and making $10,000 every single day sitting at your nice setup. The reality for majority of the guys in the stock market is going to be you're going to buy some nice screens, you're going to sit in your rented penthouse, and 1 month later you probably blew up your whole account, getting liquidated and just getting absolutely smashed on your day trading journey. So as you guys can see, I'm not a big fan, and I get it. You can be here and say, hey, you just want to sell coaching as well. Like, why should I listen to you? You want to sell me something, convince me. Well, I take a different approach. I believe in long-term investing, and I believe that everything should be cash secured, and I'm only buying high quality stocks at the right time where I believe that they are going to grow in the next month and years, and I only invest my capital into long-term growth. With my strategy, the premium cycle, we are focusing on selling cash secured puts and covered calls. So we are committing ourselves to possibly buy 100 shares of a great company if it ever falls to a certain strike price, or we are going to sell our 100 shares that we own at a certain strike price, which is higher. And for these commitments, we are being paid a premium by the market. And we don't have to sit there all day long and watch the charts, because I'm going to hop on the chart here and show you guys. So just to show you a few examples right here, for example, if you wanted to trade Fortinet, how in the world are you going to predict that Fortinet is going to jump from like $70 all the way up to 160 in a matter of 1 or 2 months? How do you want to predict that? How do you want to predict that, for example, Netflix, if we look at Netflix, how do you want to predict that Netflix is going to smash all the way down from 108 to like $70? How do you want to predict that? How do you want to day trade that? How do you want to day trade every single candle? Of course, on 1 or 2 trades, you're going to be profitable, but in your third trade, you're going to lose everything that you made in the first 2 or 3 trades. So at the end of the day, you're sitting there plus minus zero or even in the minus, and you're literally better off just working a job and investing into an index fund. Same here. How do you want to day trade Oracle that goes from 250 all the way down to 140 now in a matter of few months? How do you want to trade something like that? Now I'm gonna have the people in my comments that say, yeah, I'm not trading something like that. That's way too risky. But how do you know when something is gonna tank or if something is gonna spike? The answer is nobody knows. All right. So you can only invest into the stock market with a long term view. So I believe it is ridiculous to think that you can outperform the stock market performance with day trading. And yes, I have created a full course on my strategy, which I call the premium cycle. So, as I said, we are focused on cash secured puts and covered calls. And I have a full course on it where I explain everything step by step. And yes, I want you to pay for that because I put my effort and my time into that course, that you have a blueprint step by step how you can generate freedom and save passive monthly income step by step. Don't worry, I'm not selling you a course that costs $10,000 and I'm going to speak about mindset. I'm selling you a course, if you want to join, for a reasonable price that is going to allow you to sell cash secured puts and covered calls on a monthly basis and generate a safe passive income. So watch the strategy, use it on the right tickers. I'm also sharing my live trades in my community as well, so you guys can benefit from that as well. Start investing into the stock market and see the results that you're getting time over time with a more conservative strategy that is meant and built to generate a safe passive monthly income. See you guys in my community.